Hey? You want to do a hey? All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey.
Hey. How are you?
I'm less exhausted than I was this morning. That's for sure.
Oh.
You're listening to The Laughing Skulls. Just sit back and relax.
Welcome everyone to episode 10 of The Laughing Skulls. We are absolutely
Thrilled.
We're thrilled, but we're also surprised we got to this point and our friendship is still so wildly intact.
Yeah, it is weird. Not gonna lie. Was not expecting that. Was not.
Yeah, it was like, look, welcome everyone. We are so happy that you guys have been our day oneers. And we've had a little bit of a break because, you know, we would love to have this as our full-time job. But of course, we've got Easter, we've got 80s Easter, my Easter. We also had Anzac Day. So it's just been, you know, crazy 4-day weeks.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
Absolutely. So we welcome you. And just as a little context, yesterday we were, you know, hanging out, doing us, and we're about to record. And what happens? Both of us decide we are so fucking tired that we're going to go to sleep. We are so tired.
We did have a 3-hour photo shoot.
We did.
So, and you know what? That modeling life is really hard.
Oh, you know, people say that. And I remember you telling me yesterday, Gigi Hadid, when she says it's hard, it's hard.
It's hard. I mean, look, I know they go to the gym to look good, but you also really need it because if you end up squatting in the same position for 20 minutes,
and
it really kills you.
You were squatting for 40.
Oh,
you
honestly,
were squatting for 40 minutes in the highest boots I've ever seen you wear. And
thank you.
You guys will, when that photo gets released, you'll see it.
You will. You'll feel it. Maybe not actually because my face isn't feeling it, but really I was burning. I was alight. My thighs, wow. My quads are getting back into some serious shape after yesterday. So but it was really, really fun and we were just absolutely slaughtered. But you know, speaking of slaughtered, my friend, you know who should be?
Who?
Amber Heard's lawyer.
Objection.
Hearsay.
That to me is hearsay. Honestly, I saw this one thing on Reddit and it said me poo.
Oh my God, stop it. I think I may have seen that. I think in one of my Pirates of the Caribbean like shit posting groups, there was like a meme about that. But we've both been following this case and
I love the memes.
God.
I love the edits that come out of this. And like, I feel so bad for my own self that I used to be attracted to Amber Heard.
Me too. Rip me. Past Esther. Yeah.
And now I look at her and go, mate, what would you do if your boyfriend had defecated on your bed after a fight? Was it after a fight?
No, she just did it.
Okay, she just
I would hurl it into his face and hope that some of it would enter an orifice and then I'd never see him again. At the bare minimum, call the police, et cetera, et cetera.
I would leave it. If I was Johnny Depp.
Yeah. We are so opposite.
Look, at the end of the day, I kind of feel like if my girlfriend had done that, I'm leaving it. I'm going to go rent at an Airbnb, stay at a mate's house, stay at your house, Sadie, and just let her live with the consequences of her actions with the smell.
That is also an excellent idea.
Like, what is she going to do? She has to clean it up herself then. If no one else is in the house, then at the end of the day, she has to sleep in the bed.
Well, if you're as rich as they are, you'd have to cancel the cleaners. Like, you'd have to ban them from entering. So it would literally is just her. But knowing her, like she would not want to do anything. So she'd probably air task someone to clean it up.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Imagine
Seriously.
Sorry, you can't come over today. I've decided to take a massive shot on my husband's side of the bed. Embarrassing. Honestly.
The whole thing is just a total shit show for her and her lawyers. Worst team I've ever seen. And I just I was saying to you before that most of these phone calls and things have been available since their original trial. Well, it wasn't even the OG trial. It was just, one where she was actually the witness, not the defendant or whatever. A lot of them came out. And so they've been around for ages and my blood's been boiling for years because wow, like just hearing audio of her like hitting him and like, you know, hearing him talk about how she continually threw alcohol bottles at his head until one finally smashed and cut his finger off.
Well, it's so interesting because for the longest time, I remember seeing you and you were advocately defending him. And I remember, because, you know, as you know, in certain cases, in a lot of cases, it's the male counterpart that does it.
Of course, yes.
And so obviously
most of the time,
she will use that to her advantage.
Totally.
And then it wasn't until this trial, in all honesty, and the thing is that I didn't sit there and be like, I will never watch another movie again. Because like, in all honesty,
I know what you mean,
if shit's good, then I'm going to watch it or I'm going to listen to it or whatever it is. It's kind of like, it's my own prerogative.
Yeah.
You know,
you weren't as invested as me though, because I'm a big fan, like big time fan. Like I've got Jack Sparrow's beads tattooed on my rib cage. So
yeah,
I do.
I didn't know that. But then again, I only ever see you with an actual t-shirt or a jumper on. So like,
yeah, true. I don't really walk around stark naked anymore. I did get in trouble a lot doing that, especially in child-friendly public places. But no, I can actually post a photo of that. I followed it real hardcore. I mean, look, it's one thing to get that publicly exposed for your true nature, but then to also have a makeup brand that was one of your only lines of defense make a TikTok exposing that you straight up lied about using their product because
honestly,
it didn't exist. Oh my God. All of that plus the whole shitting situation. Oh God.
I can imagine Johnny having that up his fucking sleeve and his lawyer looking at that going, that's gold. That is honestly absolute gold.
The TikToks coming out of this are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I love the edits and then like they put like captions on it and you've got the judge and they're like little love hearts and stuff like they're going, oh, my bad. Hee hee. Like I love it. It's so funny. Because we were
so good.
And I also wanted to let everyone know that even though that right now it's only been 10 episodes worth of Skulls, it's only 10 episodes and we have been brainstorming. We have been thinking about evolutions very much like a Pokemon for this podcast.
100% like a Pokemon. We've got so much crazy things coming up.
Absolutely. And we are so open to just do whatever we want to do, but also what our listeners want to see us do.
Yes.
But going back on Amber Heard, speaking of embarrassments of the families, we have got, we were talking because, you know, this podcast is based on dark humor. Dark humor and talking absolute shit. Just to see where it gets us. Will it get us in trouble? Probably not, because Esther's going to safeguard this and probably.
That's correct.
You know, we've absolutely dumped episodes before because I'm like, no. I will send it to AD and I'll be like, what are your thoughts? And then she'll be like, cut the shit. Nah, not on my fucking watch. And you know what? Same.
Maybe we'll save them for the Patreon.
We should save it for the Patreon. Absolute bonus content, bonus episodes. Yeah, we should come up with that if you guys want
for the people that won't sue. That's basically what it's going to be for.
It should absolutely be for those people. We decided to have a rating system out of 10 because this actually came up the other week for the both of us. On out of 10, what do we think about the serial killer's last meals? So the reason why that we've chosen this, we love to eat. We're both fascists.
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you've got to go and put the layer of like being Mediterranean, like being ethnic. Then on top of it, fascists.
Yeah. Oh, it's an epic combination.
Yeah, you know, you and I will do like the Italian sign and just look at each other from across the party and be like, manja, you know.
How we don't have diabetes is beyond me. I don't understand it, quite frankly. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to thank my grandparents and their great-grandparents for eating things without anything processed.
Yeah, big ups to the Mediterranean diet, am I right? Big.
Oh,
that oily skin comes in handy when it...
Right? It really does. It's going to be fun and also icky because, I mean, they're serial killers, you know.
Absolute disappointment to the family.
Mate. But you know what? I was just going to quickly say, though.
Yes.
Amber Heard does share one thing in common with these people just before I let this go. She is convicted. She has been arrested and sent to prison. Yes, for beating her ex-girlfriend back in 2009. So just thought I'd throw that out there. She's got a little something
That's right.
in common.
About that.
Just dropping that bomb. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I'm sure she could, you know, relate a little bit to these people, just on a smaller scale. But, yeah, I'm really excited and nervous almost to see what these people ate.
Yeah, well, the aim of the game we'll say what their name is, what their crime, and what they ate. And we will be rating what they've eaten out of 10. Now, we would like to preface that we are paying respects to the victims and the victims' families of these absolutely grotty bitches. So
yes,
let's get into it. We are purely rating it for the food, what they've eaten, because I really feel like that you can see a lot about a person, about what they've eaten, especially in their final meal.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I think. Did you want me to start it off today?
Sure thing. Go for it, because this first guy is going to give me nightmares for sure.
Especially with someone that was, I remember in 2016, who was deathly afraid of the scary clown epidemic.
I don't know.
The era that was the really, yuck, scary clowns. I
hate clowns in general, always.
But Jesus Christ, this guy, the way that I think about it, I kind of but I kind of dumb him down from the scary level, thinking about him just doing his makeup in the morning and making sure that he's doing the lines.
Why would you even say? Oh my God. Okay, so when we talk about this guy, I don't think we will post their pictures, but if you Google their names, you'll see what we're talking about.
Yes. So the first person that we will be rating their meal out of 10 is John Wayne Gacy. Also, there is a Netflix documentary that's just come out, and I'm going to go and take a look at it. Did you know he was also pansexual? Just as a, fun fact.
That ain't fun for the community.
So John Wayne Gacy was responsible for at least 33 murders, countless rapes of boys. John Wayne Gacy is remembered as one of America's worst serial killers. Before getting the lethal injection in 1994, Gacy asked for a bucket of KFC, 12 fried prawns, a pound or half a kilo of strawberries, French fries, and a Diet Coke. Honestly, why
with the diet, bro?
Right?
What calories do you need to save? And if you really enjoy Diet Coke more than just your plain, like, out of a glass classic Coca-Cola, there's your first red flag.
Orders like 26 Krispy Kremes and like a heart attack burger, but Diet Coke.
That's the savior right there.
And we
honestly
all know that the strawberries are simply, because this is what I kind of categorize them as.
Okay.
As a palate cleanser. A lot of grease, especially with the fried prawns, palate cleanser. You got to have the strawberry.
Does this guy look like he's a palate cleanser to you?
Yeah, but I feel like that he'd also be the guy to be like really annoying and like savor his meals. Like I feel like he's the kind to go.
Right. Well, Jesus. Honestly, I would eat all of it except for the fried prawns because I'm not a seafood gal.
Ah, that's right.
So I would probably rate this a 7.
I'm probably going to say an 8 because I think it's a pretty solid meal. I'm not going to get a whole fucking bucket
You
of
won't
KFC.
you won't be hungry after. No way.
I wonder whether they draw it out. But also, what's up with the chicken, you know? Did you want to say the second?
Second on our list. Looks like he's your classic 1971 meth dealing truck driver.
He looks like
David.
He looks like a reject shop BTK.
So true. These glasses are really weirdly in now. Like if you go to Newtown, you'll see these on everyone. So
yeah, but it also doesn't suit his face.
It really doesn't. Worst for his face shape. But this is David Earl Miller, who was Tennessee's longest waiting death row inmate. He was a 22-year-old driver, there you go, living with a church pastor when he brutally murdered 23-year-old Lee Standifer in 1981. So basically he ended up smashing her skull. in with a fire poker and repeatedly stabbed her. At the time of his death, he was 61. He requested as well fried chicken, but just fried chicken.
Oh.
And he somehow successfully appealed against death by lethal injection and faced the electric chair, saying, "It beats being on death row."
Honestly, what a fucking fool. Lethal injection for the electric chair. This guy watched The Green Mile and said, he wanted to cosplay it. What a fucking idiot.
Literally, I just don't accept he was fucking guilty. But lethal injection is the most, I think that would be your dream way to go if you're on death row. Just like softly drift off to sleep.
Well,
no, let's go for the electric chair and let's have a seizure out the mouth while it's happening.
Well, for him to go and have fried chicken, I think that if I was the one doing the cooking, I'd give him just breast. Either just
fried while he was electrocuted? Is that what you mean? Oh, do you mean?
No, I was eating like I would be cooking.
Dry.
Do you know like when you're cooking, when you get the fried chicken pieces and like the back?
Yeah.
And it's just all bone and like very little. I get you. Very little meat. I give him that and then really, really dry breast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he deserves. It's the breast, not the thigh.
That and then appealing the lethal injection, honestly, probably a 2.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's a 2 out of 10 for me purely because of chicken and I love chicken.
You know what? I'm going to agree. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Fuck yeah.
Dickhead.
Right, number 3.
His name is Timothy McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh. Holy crap.
This crusty man. So crusty.
He is crusty. He killed 168 people?
Wow. Killed 168 people and injured hundreds more when he detonated a truck bomb underneath a federal government building in Oklahoma City in 1995.
Whoa.
He expressed no regrets over the devastating act of domestic terrorism. He requested his last meal. Wow. Okay. He requested 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream as his last meal before the lethal injection.
Wow.
And then 4 years later, before his 2001 execution, Congress passed a law that prohibited him, a Gulf War veteran, from being buried in a military cemetery.
Well, good.
Phenomenal.
That's a positive.
Congress,
that's amazing.
Great. But we are here not because of their really disgusting acts, but we're here because of their
disgusting food choices.
Their choices. Their choices not in life, but in food. Mint
Seriously,
chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip?
I find mint chocolate chip to be in the same category as when you've got those like the chocolate and orange, or those little fucking those chocolates that have got like the liquid
liqueur. Yeah.
Nah, the liqueur.
Disgusting. You
Honestly,
could not.
disgusting.
Like, do you want me as a guest in your house? Like, why would you serve me that?
I think of
You know
that
what I
as
mean?
like my great aunt serving me that because that's just all she had.
Oh, bless her heart. But I mean, if you're actively going out,
Yeah.
mint, choc chip, and then ice cream.
How much
It's
is
like
2
eating
pints?
toothpaste. I can't remember how much a pint is. I have a feeling it's somewhere close to 2 liters, maybe not 2 liters. I don't know,
It's-
1.5.
Oh my God, it's 1.13 liters. What a
Okay.
fucking douche. 1
2
liter.
liters.
1 liter.
Actually, that's 2.5 liters then in total that he ate. Ew.
No,
Another red flag.
I typed in what 2 pints are, and it's
Oh, it's
1.13 liters.
Right. Yeah, no, that's too much.
So
Look.
serious. That's all
Unless
you chose.
you know, when you go to a gelato place and you get the tiny plastic spoon to try,
Yeah.
that's the only acceptable amount of mint choc chip ice cream you should be having at any given time.
If you were in his shoes and you had to choose your ideal ice cream flavor before you absolutely carked it back down to hell, where are you going? What's your choice?
Pistachio. It'd be pistachio.
I was for a different kind of green.
Yeah, a good kind. The nutty, delicious kind. It'd be pistachio. What would yours be?
Look, I'm always in between whether I'm like an old person with like a macadamia.
Oh, yum.
Right? Oh my
I
God,
love it.
stop
Love
it.
macadamia ice cream.
I went to Messina the other day and I went and got a macadamia crunch and it had the honey crusted macadamias in there.
Oh my God,
It was
stop.
fucking delicious. I'm sorry.
I need
It's
that.
fucking so good. And then I think I would probably go with like maybe like a Ferrero Rocher flavor.
You look, both of those absolutely obliterate mint choc chip. Even an Peter's Neapolitan
Yes.
trumps it.
Oh my God, yes, with the fucking strawberry, bro. Do you know how salty I am all the fucking time that they don't just sell the strawberry version?
You know what? I agree. I'm in full agreement with you here. It is a disgrace
And then
to
I want
society.
to let every other diner, cafe, deli, whatever, whoever establishment sells strawberry milkshakes. I don't want the actual legit strawberry. I don't give a shit. I am here for the absolute disgustingly cotton candy pink like syrup. Like the real I'm not here. If I wanted a real strawberry milkshake, I'll get a smoothie.
Thank you. Not
a milkshake. And for this guy, an absolute dunce of a man, 1.
I'm going to give him a 0.5. 0.5.
I gave him
and he's lucky.
I gave him a 1 for the chocolate chip.
Yeah, that's it. That's where the only point comes into.
Maybe that's
the
what
only
Amber
redeeming
Heard was eating
element.
And she saw, chocolate chip.
Clearly, honestly, and probably some fried chicken to go with it because it seems to be a common theme here. Alrighty, number 4, let's get to it. Fritz Hamann. Friedrich Heinrich Karl Hamann became known as the Butcher of Hanover after he sexually assaulted, murdered, and mutilated at least 24 boys and young men in Germany in the wake of World War I. He was not told of his scheduled execution until the night before, and in lieu of his last meal, he was granted an expensive cigar and a cup of Brazilian coffee, which if they've written it like that, I'm assuming it was just black. I'm pretty sure it's just straight coffee.
How did he die,
Then he was beheaded by guillotine.
What a dick.
Honestly,
what a
seriously. Cigar and black coffee, to me, this guy, if you Google him, he's lifeless in the eyes. The only glistening in them is purely from the liquid that they retain. He looks just soulless. As soulless as the elements of his last meal. I just
looked up what a Brazilian coffee is and why it's so special. It contains an intense sweetness in the form of caramel and chocolate notes.
Oh.
And it's got low acidity.
Wow. All right. Now I feel
I'm
like I
a
need a
fancy
Brazilian
bitch.
coffee.
Maybe we should get a Brazilian coffee and be like,
Maybe now we'll understand why he requested
but
that.
also like even with his eyes, he just looks like a dick. You know what he looks like to me? He looks like the kind of guy when he was smoking his cigar, he'd like cross his legs and sip his coffee.
Yep.
And he'd be one of those bastards that would smile at the guard that he hasn't finished yet.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And he'd sip it for like 5 hours or some shit.
And beheaded by
just to be a tool.
guillotine. Mate. Germany knew what was up with that particular punishment, eh?
I know, right? This is why people gathered in crowds and it was entertainment for hundreds of years, because that shit is intense. I mean, he would have had no pain, like, at all, but his brain would have been active because it would cut him off like from the rest of his body.
Yeah.
But his brain would be active for quite a while. So you'd literally be watching your head rolling around on the floor.
But aren't your pain receptors there though still?
Yeah, I'd say in your head for sure. But I mean, I think they would have put a blanket thing over his head. You know those sock things? They probably would have put over his head.
Like I know the little socky, the bags.
Yeah. Unless they were like ruthless as fuck and just wanted to watch him,
well, I feel like if he was known as the Butcher of Hanover, he would be like for sure. Do you know what? I reckon he's also probably a dick that requested to have his hat on or some shit.
Oh my God. Are you kidding?
I reckon. Can you imagine him?
Isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of ironic that he ended up getting butchered himself and that was his nickname.
He looks like, do you know what? That was probably the judge going, butcher him too.
Honestly,
but
what a legend.
But with his hat, honestly, he still looks like a little bit of like a milady kind of guy, like an incel.
Yeah, I get you. I could see that. Well, for his quote unquote meal, if you could call it, it's like a 90s model meal. But I don't know. I've tried. That was Kate Moss's diet for like 30 years, probably still to this day. So she'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. I would give it, I'm assuming, okay, I'm just going to say Brazilian coffee probably tastes amazing and we both love coffee. I don't like cigars though. Have tried cigars before. Not a fan. I'd give it like a 4.
I was going to say a 4 as well. And also because his Brazilian coffee reminded me of my iced coffee because I'm a big gay. So I just had to have a sip of my coffee before because goddamn, I'm tired. But Brazilian coffee, we should go and find one.
We'll find a place that makes a good one.
Yeah, I'm sure there are so many. And you know what? On the topic of coffee, this comes from an unreleased episode, also such a simmered like discussion point that always explodes between you and I. Sydney and Australia, really good coffee. Americanos,
amazing coffee.
Shit. I'm sorry.
House.
I have never been so uncaffeinated, and this is something that comes up often. I have never been so fucking uncaffeinated in my entire life than my trip overseas to America.
Friend, because how else do you get that kick when you can't physically force yourself through dirt water?
Absolutely.
I can't.
Like, but it's not just dirt water though. It's like it's like
an abomination.
Burnt. It's burnt.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's sat there for a long time.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that's very fucking true. Like and they often sit in those like not crystal, but those clear bowl things, those kettle things.
Like the spout things.
Yeah, and they're just burning all day. Like no matter what you put that with, it is no good for anyone. That's why Starbucks is so popular. Yeah, well, that's why Starbucks rules over there, because they need to fucking kill it with sugary syrups.
Oh, have you ever seen those ones on TikTok and they go, I want 7 pumps. 7 pumps of like vanilla or like, and then they want 2 pumps of cinnamon. And I'm like,
Jesus
half
Christ.
the fucking thing is sugar. How do you?
Yeah.
No wonder they're crazy. Like they get really hyper because they've got to sugar rush, not the caffeine.
Oh, horrific.
I know.
Should have given him an American coffee just to fuck with him, or like an American Brazilian coffee.
Right. You would have given him like
seriously, he would have really wanted to die then.
Oh, fuck me. That has to be a 4 out of 10. I think that's a solid 4 out of 10. I've tried a cigar before. It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. Maybe. I'm sure there's a nicer one. I think just the one that I tried I just was not a fan.
Yeah, maybe we should do it for my bachelorette, for my hen's party.
That would be so much fun.
Every single fucking episode, I keep on doing a fucking smoking vote.
You really do.
Every single one. Can you even believe? Moving on, guys. We are.
Go for it, Esther. Take it away.
The next one. His name is in Germany again. Peter Curtin, or hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. He was nicknamed the Vampire of Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf? Thank you. A series of gruesome murders committed in Germany City in 1929 before his execution by guillotine 2 years later. Man, they really fuck with the guillotine back then.
They do fuck with the guillotine.
He was granted a last meal of a Wiener Schnitzel, fried potatoes, and a bottle of white wine. And then asked for seconds and his request was granted. Now, to me, solid meal.
Definitely. This is the best one so far, for sure.
If you were to choose a wine, what wine is it going to be? Because I know that I'm not a red girl, but
I'm a red girl.
Are you a white?
I'm totes a red girl. I actually do like white wine. I don't like champagne, but I do enjoy some whites. It has to always be a bit on the sweeter side for me though. But I do have to say, when I was in Germany, their alcohol was always really, really nice, like no matter what you picked. So I'm sure whatever he got was mint.
Yeah, I would assume it's some sort of like Moscato-y kind of like sweet, because with the Wiener Schnitzel and the fried potatoes, that's like a good that's like a solid Wednesday night meal.
It is. It really is a Wednesday night meal.
I remember when we were all in lockdown. Remember how we were like, I just want to go to the pub and I just want to have a schnitty.
Oh, honestly dreams come in the form of schnitty. Yeah, look, I'd probably actually give this like a 9 out of 10 to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say a 9 as well. The more I think about it, seems very interesting though.
I would definitely go there. Totally, I would eat that for my last meal. He looks like a bit of an uptight dude, but he had simple food tastes.
He does, and but at the same time, vampire.
Yeah,
yeah,
like weird. Just these photos from these eras, like the 20s, just always are a bit creepy.
But I feel like to fuck with him, I would, and if I had that nickname, I'd really just do like beetroot juice or like Ribena. You know what I mean? Like just something to be bloody.
Yeah, just to, I get you. But yeah, well, at least he's had a decent taste for food.
Yeah. All right, my lady. Do you want to go for the next one?
I sure do. Number 6 is the only serial killer so far on this list I already knew of, which is Aileen Wuornos. She killed 7 men while working as a prostitute in Florida in 1989 and 1990. There is a film based on her called Monster, starring Charlize Theron. She won the Academy Award for playing that role. I think if anyone goes and watches that film, it will give you a insight into sort of what drove her to become the way she did. She just had a severe lack of trust in men, and I think everyone, because she was molested and raped from
she had
a very,
really
very young age.
Life. Really
it's
sad
just
life.
Really fucked up. Clearly just drove her absolutely off the charts crazy. She ultimately declined the last meal and instead asked for a cup of black coffee. She would have gotten along with old mate then. In the last slide. Maybe it's him reincarnated. Who the fuck knows?
Well, I feel like that her saying a black coffee.
Yeah.
She was really fucking over it.
Yep, agreed. That to me says I'm done. Get me out of here.
Yeah, I think that says it to me too. I don't know. I just kind of, I understand that she's a serial killer, but at the same time, I feel sorry for her. I
honestly
genuinely feel sorry for her because I feel like that she just had an unfortunately shitty life.
She had just the worst run ever. So yeah, she is someone it really hurts your heart when you just read about her life.
Yeah. And I think because of what she went about with her life, 10. I'm going to give it a 10.
All right. I do like black coffee. When I did like a really clean diet, I had to get used to it because I wasn't allowed milk. So
Fuck
I'd give it like, it was really gross at first, but when you need your coffee, you need it. Still, look, any black coffee here is better than any American coffee. I got used to it and I like it. So I'd give her like an 8.
All right, 8. Okay. All right, let's go for the next one. Oh, shit. Oh my God.
This photograph is going to haunt me for the rest of my days.
Is it the pixelation or like the contrast?
Yeah, it's the pixelation. It's definitely the contrast. It's his eyes. It's like
the saturation between the blue background and his like
his freckles and his
beard.
Yeah. He is like, he's going to combust any second now.
What the fuck did this kid do? In 1986, 19-year-old Richard Cooey raped, stabbed, and tortured 2 college students in Akron, Ohio. It took nearly 20 years for Cooey to be put to death, with the killer famously arguing that at 125 kilos, he was too obese to be executed. All right, mate.
What?
Fucking...
Okay.
Holy shit. He asked for a T-bone steak, onion rings, French fries, 4 fried eggs and buttered toast, hash brown, a bucket of Rocky Road ice cream, Bear Claw pastries, and a bottle of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. It took him until midnight to finish eating his last meal, and he was executed the next morning. This guy, to me, is the CEO of like taking the fucking piss, you know?
Holy
This guy dead set taking the piss. I love how also this guy's like, too far. And then
holy cow.
I can imagine the people at the prison are like, no, you're fucking not. Get on the chair.
Honestly, just whoa. Okay, digging Rocky Road ice cream, can I just say?
This sounds like a really solid fucking meal. Like the thing is, this guy's a fucking dickhead because of like what he's done. Obviously, and no one is straying from the fact that this guy's an absolute grotty turd. But the fact that he chose a T-bone steak, onion rings, French fries, this guy beats John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, by light years. And also, Bear Claw pastries are fucking delicious.
Are they?
You would know what it is if you look it up. It's a sweet like Danish, and they drizzle like icing sugar, like that sort of creamy icing sugar on the top, and it's basically like a buttery pastry, light, fluffy, crispy. Oh my God, you can get cinnamon ones. Oh man.
Mate, I've just read up on this guy, about him arguing his obesity. So he claimed that because of his clogged veins, that it would prevent him from the first drug, first drug to work.
Right. Okay.
And that the prison were insensitive about it, and that he claimed that the prison food was responsible for his obesity. And then the argument was rejected, and then he got executed anyways. Fucking moron.
Lol.
Lol.
He was the fucking idiot. I would, for the meal though, I'm just going to give it, I think, a 10.
I'm giving it a 9 purely because of the Mountain Dew.
Actually, you know what? That is a good point. You know what? I did have a Mountain Dew phase as a teen. I really loved it. Yeah, I did. I was like obsessed with it for ages. All right, you know what? 10 implies it's perfect. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I definitely scoffed the entire thing down.
Do you know what? He chose the right ice cream though.
Oh, Rocky Road ice cream. Like, wow.
But with his
excellent
T-bone
choice.
steak, fucking well done. No. Not because he chose a T-bone steak, but I would cook it well done.
Yes.
Make that bitch as tough as possible.
Same firm. You can have it like deliciously well cooked.
You can have it deliciously well cooked. I would give him no sauce T-bone steak. Well done to the point where it's like really hard to cut it with a steak knife.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Total
9
piece
out of
shit.
10. Because to me, a Mountain Dew, I always got told to stay away from it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's horrible for you. It's terrible. Perfect drink to have right before you die. That's for sure. All right. Well, he gets a very high score, highest rating so far.
Highest rating. Scariest looking motherfucker, but you know.
I know. Now we're going to move on to number 8, Lawrence Russell Brewer. He looks extremely emo in the face. I'm not going to say it's full regret.
Caught.
It's like your mum got you in trouble. Like that's not that you did it. It's that you got caught.
That's like when you ask a child to look at you in the eyes to see, like, did you actually?
And they won't.
Well, in this case, did you eat my chicken?
Yes.
And then
that's exactly
no.
what it is. So this guy was a white supremacist.
Oh, yuck. Okay.
Yeah. Lawrence Brewer, and he and 2 others offered some local African-American men a lift home in Jasper, Texas. They beat the man and chained him by the ankles to the back of a ute, dragging him for 5 Ks until he was decapitated. I know. Absolutely disgusting.
So gross. What a oh, sorry.
It's things like this. It's too nice for them to get some little injection to me. That's just not enough. He requested and was granted a lavish last meal. That also pisses me off. 2 chicken fried steaks and gravy, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger, a cheese omelette, a bowl of fried okra, a pound of barbecued meat, half a loaf of white bread, 3 fajitas, a meat lover's pizza, 3 root beers, a bucket of ice cream, and a slab of peanut butter fudge. Oh, God. When the meal arrived, Brewer said he wasn't hungry and didn't eat any. Based on this, the state of Texas decided to stop granting last meal requests.
Okay, so when it comes to white supremacists, I feel like that then you shouldn't order meals of the cultures that you hate.
Right?
Don't sit there and like do that, but you're going to go and get a like fucking fried okra and chicken fried steaks. Honestly, this guy, disgusting.
Yeah, and I was literally just about
white supremacists.
100%. I was just about to say okra is from, I think, Ethiopia.
Is it?
Or something like that. Like it's definitely an African plant. So it's like he definitely did this as a massive last fuck you and then refused to eat it. He's a total scumbag.
It really makes me so angry.
Oh,
it actually makes me so angry.
I just want to, man, that makes my blood boil.
Man, this guy is like I hate it. So I get really like tense when it comes to, hate crimes towards other cultures and other races. It really grinds my gears. It's like one of the things where I have a very, very short fuse about and I can't deal with it. Especially
this is why I don't watch true crime, because it not only scares and freaks me out, but it boils my blood above all, and I have no patience.
Fuck, what the fuck was that? What was that called? Underground Railroad. And I couldn't watch it. I watched a little bit.
It gets to a point where you just can't.
I couldn't. Like, it just made me so sad. And I know, and like, I have no illusions that, like, me just feeling sad doesn't make things better or anything else, but like the pure, like looking at it and knowing that this is what happened and this is probably a very, very watered down version of what actually happened, A, scares the shit out of me, but B, it just makes me so fucking sad. So for this fellow, minus 100.
Agreed.
Fuck
Agreed.
You, dumb bitch.
Yep, fuck yeah.
The next fellow,
anywho,
the ugliest fucker I've ever seen in my life, but people for some reason, this
literally disgusting
little shit,
creepiest eyes I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Dead eyes, Ted Bundy. He's one of the most notorious serial killers in America, and he confessed to murdering 30 women and girls, but the true number is suspected to be much higher. Bundy did not make a food request on death row, so was given the default meal in the Florida State Prison, which is steak better be well done. Eggs better be absolutely fried to a crisp. No runny yolk. Toast with butter and jam, hash browns, coffee and juice. And he didn't have a single bite. Honestly,
what the fuck?
Good.
What a creep.
Good.
Well, yeah, I'm glad he didn't. What a fucking creep,
I remember watching so many tapes of him, and he's so arrogant.
Yes.
And I hate it when people really fantasize about like serial killers in like
Yeah,
that
me
they're
too.
sexy when they, especially him. He's really not. Like, I don't get it.
No.
Like, I would get
remember,
of him being hot by proximity, maybe in a room of just him and the wall.
Like -10s out of, yeah, honestly. I have read though that it wasn't his charm at all that got girls, that got him to, you know, lure girls in. It was him always pretending to be injured.
Oh,
and then
that's right. I remember once he had a broken arm or something. He suspected that he had a broken arm or some shit.
Yeah, and apparently his method was sympathy, not seduction, and that gets really misconstrued a lot. So, but then there was that weird hysteria when he was in court and stuff, but in terms of like, you know, trapping and luring women, he made them feel bad for him, and that's how he did that. So
for it to be a stock standard meal though, like if you were given it, I'd probably give it maybe a 6 or a 7, but that's also because he didn't eat it.
Yeah. Well, if that's for Florida, for your choice of your standard meal, yeah, all right, I'll give it a 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like a solid 6. Like it's better than getting like cereal, you know?
Yeah,
like
totally.
imagine if you just got like cornflakes.
All right. And number 10 on our list, unlucky last is Ricky Ray Rector. He just looks like he had given up on life in his photo.
Like he's so fucking over his life.
He's fucking done. Oh, God. In 1981, he shot 3 people at a restaurant in Arkansas, then murdered a police officer while pretending to surrender.
Is that how you say
shot
it? Arkansas? Isn't it Arkansas?
Yeah, Arkansas. No, it's Arkansas.
Oh.
I think that's a different city.
Oh, right.
Rector then shot himself in the head in a suicide attempt but survived, and the injury left him with serious brain damage that rendered him mentally disabled. He was executed in 1992 with the approval of Bill Clinton, and then he ate steak, fried chicken, and cherry Kool-Aid before his execution. But he told the prison guard he was saving his slice of pecan pie for later.
What's up with the chicken?
Look, okay, fried chicken, there's a correlation between fried chicken lovers and serial killers. That is what we have learned today.
You can't say that because I love fried chicken.
I do too. Maybe
we should go and take that
like a test.
Triad test again.
Maybe we should. But they all really love it. I mean, I'm pretty, actually no, you know what? They weren't all American.
Oh, true.
I don't know.
I think at the moment my favorite is still that guy that had the schnitzel. Still my favorite.
Yeah, he's winning the simple. Yep, simple always wins. Hey, yeah, steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid. I think Kool-Aid is what? It's like
cordial.
Yeah, it's a cordial over there.
But he also chose cherry.
I know that ain't fun. That's not a fun time.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna give him a 5 because it's not good, but then it's not bad.
Yeah, I getcha. It's like if you got that at a school camp, you're like, oh,
yeah, true.
Okay, like I guess I'll eat it.
Oh, actually, you know what? A 4. He lost a point for his pecan pie request, saving it for later. What a dipshit. Bye.
That was like the best part of the whole thing was pecan pie. Yeah, agreed. 4. Straight up 4. Wow.
Yeah.
We got to wrap this up though. We do have to say our last meals.
Yes, we do.
What they would be. So you can go first, Esther.
Okay, so with no budget, I'm probably going to say a big bowl of carbonara. I love how I'm going to say this now. Some A5 Wagyu beef. Yeah, A5 Wagyu. And then I want apple pie. Then I'm good to go.
That's a 20 out of 10 from me. Just some water.
Then I'm good to go.
That sounds amazing.
What about you?
I would have a starter margarita pizza with buffalo mozzarella on the top. Then I would have ossobuco on a bed of saffron risotto.
Ooh,
Best meal I ever had in my life. I'd finish it off with tiramisu with only mascarpone, no cream, because that's how you're supposed to have it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and then I would have with my like food,
Yeah.
I'd have a nice cold glass of kinotto on ice. And then with the tiramisu, I'd probably have like a mocha, like a soy mocha.
You see, with the chinotto, I don't know. I think I just can't get into it.
That's okay. I mean, it's bitter. It's bitter Coke, basically.
Do you know what I really like? Those the nectars, like the peach nectar and the apricot nectar.
Yeah. They're nice. I super love those.
I vibe with it really hard.
Yum. Oh, man, I'm really hungry. I mean, apart from the whole murder thing, I'm very, very hungry thinking about everything we just said for our last meals.
Yeah. Maybe I should start making
But you
one.
know what? Neither of us picked fried chicken, so that's a good sign.
I was. Like, do you know how much I was thinking about going for like some wicked wings?
Oh, my God. And then you were like, oh, no, but then, you know, that implies that I would kill people.
We would really love to hear what everyone else's last meals would be and whether you agree with our ratings. So let us know. Maybe even write in the comments or slide into our DMs. Please let us know what you guys think and what your last meals would be, because I'm always really interested. We both are always really interested to hear other people's opinions when it comes to it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on this hour-long journey today.
Yeah, thank you so much. And, you know, we missed you and we promised
We really
that we
did.
would give you all a warning next time we decide to go on break.
Because otherwise we just understand that you can't cope.
Yes.
The separation anxiety is real.
I know. And please know that we want to be able to be the best versions of ourselves, and we want to make sure that we deliver absolutely solid episodes to you and solid content. So,
We hope we have done that today.
in saying that, we're both very hungry people, fat bitches, as we've said, and we've been talking about food for a little bit too long. So,
We got to eat. Fat bitches got to eat.
we do. On that note, we will see you guys next week.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
All right, bye.